Hey there, welcome back Shadows Army. In today's video we are going to speak on why it is so important to make a plan for your account growth and how to finalize it. We can divide this analysis in 4 macro categories: VIP level, commanders, armaments and equipment. If you are interested in one specific section, please just refer to the description of the video and go in the section in which you are interested more. Now, let's start with the first topic of the video, VIP level. VIP level goes from 0 till SVIP level, which is like 20. But there is one specific VIP level in which you should never go below, which should be your first aim, and this is VIP 14. Not only this VIP level increase your existing bonus, but it also provides some amazing bonus like 5% unit capacity, 5% material production speed, and the most important thing is that each time you log in each day you get 3 legendary commanders statue. Till level 13 is only 2 for days, so you basically increase by 1.5 times the number of golden and free you get each day. This is the minimum basis for player which should try to reach. Obviously, by the growing of the VIP level also the bonus increase, some in a better way and some not. Let's see from now which are the top VIP level. The first one for sure is VIP 15. This is very amazing because it provides a huge amount of bonus that you didn't have before. Like for example 30% action point recovery, increasing some existing bonus, provide you march speed increased by 5%, 50% more of healing speed, and then action point limit plus 100. This means that basically you can hunt more barbarian or rally more BF every day. Here the login days bonus doesn't change a lot, you always keep the same amount of things except a few amount of resource more. So VP 15 surely, if you have the possibility to access it, is worth it. VP 16. VP 16 surely is strong, but the amount of bonus you get respect to VIP 15 is just not this impressive. Surely one very important thing of VIP 16 is that you get each login day 2 elite equipment material choice chest, which is very important because it gives practically to you 1 free legendary materials each day. But also there are some other amazing bonuses from this VIP level, which are more action point recovery, 5% more material reduction speed because it went from 5 to 10%, 100 more action point limit, and the most important probably, the healing resource cost, which is reduced by 10%. The next big step on VIP levels, which start to become very difficult to reach because it requires 2.5 million VIP points, is VIP 17. VIP 17 is very important not only because it increases the already existent bonus that you have and provide you 1 more elite material chest choice each day, but it also provides you a huge bonus of all damage by 5%. So this means that true damages, normal, skill, smite and delta damages, all of them are empowered by this bonus. Also it increased by 100%, by 150 the action point limit, and by 5% the training speed. This is probably the last big step that you can do where you really see a huge difference in the bonuses that you receive from VIP points and levels. There is after that the VIP 18 level, which is basically only for whales because it requires 4 million VIP points to be reached. Also here the bonuses are amazing, but of course they require a lot of money or a very big kingdom of spenders to reach that VIP level. Those bonuses are march speed, 5% more than you already had, 15% unique capacity, while till now you had only 5%, so it's a very good increase. 50 more action point limit, and 15% healing resource cost. Is not huge because you already had 10 from VIP 16, but is always a bonus. The daily login upgrade to 1 epic material choice chest, which means that basically you are going to get almost 2 legendary materials each week for free. VIP 19 is nothing of exceptional, it just provides you 5% training speed and 5% troop attack. What is very interesting of this VIP point, which you need 1000 points to unlock after the VIP 18, is that each day you get a transmutation zone, which is the work part of the VIP 19. And finally there is SVIP level, which basically does not change your existing bonus, as you can see, but it gives cosmetic. The only other thing that SVIP gives to you is that each day now you're gonna get also a formation choice chest. So to summarize, the best VIP are of course 14, because if you don't reach 14 then it's gonna be a problem also for the future planning that you may do. But surely 15 and 17 are the threshold that you must decide on which of them to go. Now that we have spoken about the VIP levels, it's time to speak about commanders. There are many commanders that came out of the game. The latest one are just nobody else than Arthur Pendragon, the new double type of damages commander, which make both skill damage and delta damage, which is the new formation type that Lilith just released. But now let's make the general discussion about the commanders. Till 1 year ago, more or less, every released commander dealt skill damages. With the passing of time and with the new armaments feature, Lilith introduced some new variables to the type of damage dealt, so that also planning which commander to max and those not has become very difficult, even more than it was already before. But which are the most important things that we need to keep in mind once a new commander is going to be released? We can divide the choice in 3 steps. The first step is, let's always keep a good stock of golden head aside, so you will never be in a situation in which you cannot keep up with meta-breaking commander release. With latest cycle, it is always more difficult to find commander which works well if they are not expertise, so you really want to instantly max a commander once you decide to max it. The second point is to see how it is useful for you, this commander, because it is not this important to always have the latest released commander, but you need those which are meta. If you have a march which is very old and need to be updated, and if the new commander is going to be extremely powerful, so much that you feel like you cannot skip him, then you should definitely consider about maxing him. And the final point, which is the more difficult because it go at the same step of formation, is that, is the new commander compatible with your current formation setup? As said before, formation had a huge impact over commander choice. Right now there are 2 ways to think about the future commander releasing. The first one is that Lilith will keep releasing 1 skill damage commander and 1 commander with the other type of damages, for example true damages for archers with circle formation, smite damage for infantry with arch formation, and delta damage for cavalry with delta formation. The other idea is that Lilith will totally abandon the skill damage and will release only specific type commander from now on. Personally, I am the first idea, because deleting skill damage is meta. After all of this year carrying the game, would make not a lot of sense, especially because everyone should have to convert all of their formation from wedge to delta, arch and circle. Also, if, honestly speaking, we have seen many reports in which Arch is very good with everything, which is cavalry for delta damages, which are empowered by normal damage, Circle because it's based also on raw power, and Smite, which is basically based on the normal damages. Now, it's time to speak about formations. In the armament section you can find your formation. Like here in this case we have found a conversion stone. Conversion stone basically permits you to convert one armament from wedge, for example, to delta. If you need to convert a legendary one without any rare inscription or above, it will just cost one conversion stone. If you need to convert one with a rare inscription, it's gonna cost 3 conversion stone. And finally, if you need to convert one legendary inscription from wedge, for example, to smite to arch, it's gonna cost 10 conversion stone. Right now there are few ways to get conversion stone. First one is by achievement, by recycling a determinate number of legendary formation, or from the upcoming KVKs we're gonna get some Crusader achievements which reward you with conversion stone. This item is very valuable, especially if you think about swapping from the old skill damage meta to a new type of formation. But let's make a recap about which are the currently meta formation. So, as said, there is Wedge, which increase by 5% your troop skill damage. Arch, which increase normal damages for 5%. Circle, which increased by 10% the power of healing effects. And finally there is Delta, which increased delta damage by 10%. But how can you obtain the best value from those formations? Well, this is going to be quite difficult, as many of these things are based on luck, unfortunately, till now. For sure, getting legendary inscription in Outer Shop on KVK is very helpful, as there are very good inscription, maybe not for destructive, the legendary inscription of our formation, which is a little meh based on the reports. Another way to get good legendary inscription is to obtain 8 shards in the armament shops, but it takes a very long time, as to obtain each share you will need to recycle 180 legendary armaments, which is a lot. But inscription is not the only things that you have to see. The formation choice come way before than this one. Based on the formation that you pick, also your legendary inscription to pick will change. The choice on which formation to pick is based on the commanders you use and vice versa, and what you think is going to be the next meta commander type, as we said previously for commander choice. In my case specifically, I think it's better to keep one formation by type, so for infantry to keep one wedge formation and one arch formation, the same for archers for wedge and circle, and for cavalry one wedge and one delta. Obviously, the more marches you run, the more sets you will need. To end speaking about the armaments, which are the best ways to obtain them? For sure, the main way to get them is the State Forum. With this, you will get around 28 armaments each day, for free or action point. Not many legendary, but you can recycle what you get through here. Who knows, maybe you may be lucky and find a good legendary with an inscription. There also are certain events which rewards you with armaments. Of those, the one which provide the higher value is surely the event Armament Revealed Itself, which have the cons of costing a huge amount of gems, around 100,000 to spin the full event, and not anything is granted. It depends all on your luck, what you will get. Also, there are some Crusader achievements, which provide legendary formation choice chest. And now let's speak about the last chapter of this video, the equipment. At a certain point, you will ask yourself what is better to do with your equipment. Should you awaken it? Should you refine? Or you should directly make another new set? When planning it, there are few things we should think about. Do you already have a 5 legendary set? Accessories included? Some may not agree, but I think a set to be defined complete must have legendary accessories included, which give a huge boost. If you have not 5 sets yet, do not even think about refining or awakening. Obviously, you also need 5 marches which use this equipment. If equipment is good but the march is not made anymore, this not means that the march will suck, but obviously it depends from the kind of march. If you already finished your 5 sets, then is awakening time. While refining gives you a chance to obtain a bonus, awakening gives you a safe investment of your materials, because at every tier of each piece of equipment you awaken, you will get a sure bonus. Many different pieces has different bonuses, but generally is a very good thing to awaken everything to tier 2, which provide very good bonus for low cost investment, between 10 and 25 legendary materials, depending on the original cost of that equipment. One example is Eternal Night, for example, the free infantry legendary pants, which you can find in Lucerne Scroll or in the tavern, which, for 15 legendary iron ore, unlock the power to ignore 1% of enemy health. Obviously, if your equipment is crit, also the bonus derived from the awakening will increase as well. But what if you are a rally or a garrison leader? Well, of course the choice is yours, but your planning will have to depend from the time you have to apply it, and if you want to strengthen your open field awakening everything before to start your career, a rally or garrison leader. Obviously the best setup for rally as garrison leader is to have every piece of equipment critted end of tier 5, but this is not very accessible, reason for which you can decide how to act. Some equipment at tier 4, accessories granted but also some other slot depending on the equipment, gives a bonus against rallied and garrisoned armies. For sure this is something you need if you want to be a rally or a garrison leader. As usually tier 3 provides unique capacity, you will not benefit a lot from it, but is necessary to reach the higher level, so you won't have any escape. If you are in a low seed kingdom, my suggestion is to update every equipment which gives you bonus to damage against rallied and garrison armies, and then everything else can stay at tier 2 or increase based on the awakening level of all of your other gear and also of the refining level. While for crit, even in low seed you should aim to have everything with crit, as it will amplify those amazing bonus obtained from awakening. To summarize then, try to awaken everything to tier 2 once your set legendary are ready. Then you can plan what to do next. You may eventually also evaluate to create a 6th set or for backup, or in case you want to change your unit type usage. For example, if now I'm trying to use 2 marches for archers, 2 for cavalry and 1 for infantry, maybe I want to make a 6th legendary set for infantry, so that in case I switch to 2 infantry and only 1 marcher march, at least that march won't be naked. And now, finally, to end the video, a list of places from where you can get your materials. Starting from the AP16, as we have seen before, each day you get between 2 and 4 elite material choice chests. Barbarian Fortress. Each 3 days you can kill Barbwa at Barbarian Fortress to achieve with high percentage of chance 14 advanced material boxes. which roughly is 3 epic materials, almost 4. Sunset Canyon. Each time you battle in Sunset Canyon, will get up to advanced materials, depending of the percentage of luck. Ceroli Crisis. In this event, which come out quite often, if you can defeat bosses, you will be able to get materials equal to around 1.5 legendary materials. This is all for free. If you run over your kingdom killing Balor, there is a chance of him releasing up to 1 advanced material each time you defeat him. You can also buy materials from shop or courier, depending if you want to use gems. Sometimes on courier is also cost resources, in not a very big amount. Also keep in mind that the materials you can buy here at the courier are not very good in terms of rarity. You will never get a legendary material, but you get maybe 1 or 2 advanced materials depending on your luck. KVK Crusader achievements provide a certain number of legendary material as well. Obviously, there also are payment events like X-Knight, Esmeralda House and Karuak Puzzle, and which are the most famous. Also there are many other events, but we cannot list everything. But they cost a very high amount of gems. Of all of them, the more worth it is surely the Ig events. With around 50,000 gems, not only you get a fair amount of legendary materials, based on your speed luck, but I'd say surely you can get more than 15 legendary materials. But you also get legendary equipment fragments, which are necessary in part of 30 to create new projects that you can use to refine, to create or to awaken your own gear existing. You will absolutely need to play this event if you want your gear to be strong, as a set equipment can be only found in this event or in the VIP shop, but a single random fragment can be bought for 1,500 gems. So these are the 4 points that you must keep in mind when planning your account growth. If you find this video interesting, please consider subscribing and joining our Discord community. You will find every link on the description of the video. If you have some video suggestions also, join our Discord community and make your suggestion. Who knows, maybe I will make a video about that. And now I wish everyone a good day. Ciao ciao!